Hello, my name is Andre O'Brien, founder of Vernacular Visionary Design, and this is the BVH Constraint for Poser tutorial. BVH Constraint is a plugin for Poser which removes the infamous sliding feet effect, which is often found in BVH files. BVH Constraint is not a standalone application, which means you'll have to run it from within Poser. Let's begin. I took the liberty of applying a 559 frame BVH animation file to Victoria 4.2. Dez is 3D's Victoria 4.2, and as you can see, she is about half a poser unit off the ground plane. This is probably because I already know because I'm the one that did it. Probably I created this animation in Motion Builder. And Motion Builder's ground level is different from Poser's ground level, and I didn't. This is prior to me making the adjustment for the final release of these animations. Be on the lookout for an animation set called Pre-Workout Routine. It's going to be on the marketplace pretty soon, and this is just one of the animations in that set, which will be compatible with initially with Victoria 4.2, and shortly thereafter Smith Micro's G2 male and female characters. And the first thing we're going to want to do, if you already have BVH Constraint for Poser installed on your system, is you're going to want to go to your menu bar and go to Scripts. There you'll see Vernacular Visionary Design, and just go to Actor, move Actor to 0. This is different from Poser's drop actor to floor or drop figure to floor script, because not only does it drop the actor to the floor plane, but it also pulls the actor to the 0 location, the 0 translation for the Z and the X parameters, the Z and X translation parameters. As you can see, we're done. And if we play this animation, I was the actor who was in the motion capture suit who performed this animation, and I can assure you that I was not sliding left and right as I was doing it. This is just that scaling problem that occurs in BVH files when the BVH file is not properly scaled with the character that is intended to be used. So BVH Constraint is designed to correct this sliding, which means that by the time we're done, this character should not be sliding left and right, but her planet foot should be stationary. Okay. Before we get started with that, we have to kind of document the frames in which there is a foot that is planted. I took the liberty of, in the interest of time, I took the liberty of doing this for us. And as you can see, I have 11 steps where there's a planted foot. The first step is the right foot, and that right foot, even though both feet are on the ground, you're going to want to select one of the feet to be the planted foot. In this instance, I decided to do the right foot because you can see there's a little hop with the left foot. It's not because I lifted my entire foot off the ground. I just lifted my heel off the ground, but I didn't have a sensor on my toe, so it looks like the whole foot jumps up for the left. So I decided to make that first range 1 to 51. The second range is where the left foot is planted on the ground, and you can see that this takes place from frames 50 to about 89. Okay. I went through, and there are about 11 steps. And if let's open up BVH Constraint. BVH Constraint is a very simple tool, but once you have TK interface, you cannot make any changes to the frames, and you will not have access to the undo option within Poser. That's just a functionality of how TK interacts with the Poser interface. Okay, now the job is to enter in the values that we created over here into Constraint for Poser. So we select the right leg, and we enter an end value of 51. We add that step, and this is the first value is the first step. This is the leg that has the IK. This is the first frame, and this is the start value for the range, and this is the end value for the range. We go to our left foot, and we go 50. Notice that I went the start frame for the second step is one frame lower than the end frame for the first step, and that's important if you have continuous steps in an animation. It gives you much better results. I'm going to pause this and go through the steps and come back when I'm done. Okay, as you can see, I have filled in all. I've added all 11 steps in conjunction with the steps that I had already documented prior to opening BVH Constraint. All that's left for us to do is to start the application. Run the plugin and let it work its magic. I decided to have a display so that you could see that something is actually taking place. Shortly, Victoria will turn into silhouette. There we go. And if you look closely, you'll see that she is moving through each step of the animation. The amount of time that it takes for this to happen depends on the amount of frames in your animation, the number of steps that you've added, and pretty much, how fast your processor is. So I'll come back once the process has been completed. Okay, as you can see, IK has been released off of both feet, and we are done. Keep in mind, we are still, even though the focus we had to return the focus back to BVH Constraint, we can now cancel out. And if all went well, we should see a very dramatic improvement in the animation. Her feet should be planted. And look at that. No more sliding. The animation is now displaying within Poser, attached to Victoria 4.2 in the way that the creator of the file, myself, originally intended. I hope that this tool will be invaluable, because I know there's nothing like finding that perfect BVH file for your project and then to have to deal with that sliding. It's really it's not really possible to adjust it manually. You could try to increase, decrease the hips. You could use the frame layers. You could use you can move the body, but ultimately it's just a very cumbersome process, and you'll never get the same kind of results that you'll get using BVH Constraint for Poser. My name is Andre O'Brien, and thank you for looking at this tutorial. And I hope you enjoy. Take care now.